Boom, what's up everybody? So I thought that I would do a quick video tonight, and yes, I am sitting in bed, and as much to maybe your surprise, what's up Jason? I do not sleep in a CEO warrior shirt. I know you probably find that really, really weird, everybody, but I don't. I don't sleep in a CEO warrior shirt. Matter of fact, I don't think I ever sleep in a CEO Warrior shirt. I either have like this navy blue, or normally what I have is a black, just a plain black shirt. Not for any particular reason. I wear the brand and the shield pretty much 99% of my life. But there's something about before I go to bed that I like this clear, clean, nothing on it. It's probably a little pet peeve thing that I have, or it's just something I've been doing for a long time. I never wore a gold medal shirt to bed, and I also don't wear a CEO Warrior shirt to bed. So, and I think another weird thing, I'm wondering if any of you do this. What's up, Jeremy? So my wife is at the beach house, so I'm at our other house here. And it's so crazy. Like, I sleep on my wife's side of the bed when she's not home. But when she is home, I sleep on the other side. Do any of you do anything weird like that at all? I don't even know if my wife knows that. But I don't know. I just thought that's not the message I wanted to give you all tonight. I have a really, really important business message and growth message that I want to give. And look, my hair's even looks all like wild, and just, I guess I'm ready for bed. So I was getting ready, go through my routine, pretty much got my bottle of water here all ready to slam down some water before I go to sleep. And I started to say to myself, well, I wonder if, sometimes I make the assumption that everybody must do these types of routines. Like, everybody must know what I'm about to share. But I don't think everybody does. So I think a lot of people go before they go to bed. I think a lot of people, watch TV. And I'm sure there's some good things on TV. It's not something I do before I go to bed. My wife does a lot of times, but I don't watch TV before bed. But what I do is I either have a book, or tonight I have something on my computer. I'm watching a training program. And I think what a lot of people do is they don't capitalize, and you're probably going to think I'm a freak. If not already, if you know me long enough, you probably already know I'm a freak. Is I believe that you're going to sleep for 4 or 5 hours. At least that's what I sleep. I sleep about 4 or 5 hours. Sometimes if I need more, I'll go 7 or 8. I don't know what time it is tonight. It's 11, so by 10, 12, 5. So I'll do about 5.5 hours tonight is probably what I'll do. I've been grinding it out with my brain, so I need a little extra. But I want my brain to work for me while I'm sleeping. I don't want it to do just nothing. So I have an agenda for my brain for tonight, right? So I have a certain program that I'm going to watch tonight, and it's meant to instill thinking. So I'm going to watch a section of it, and then I'm going to lay down. I'm going to ponder about it. I always do a gratitude exercise before bed. I do it in the morning too, but I do a gratitude exercise before bed. It's pretty much the same thing every night. Before I go to bed, I'm super grateful for the day. I'm super grateful for all the opportunities. I'm super grateful for all my clients, super grateful for my family. And I go through the whole routine. And I always end with the last thing, always. Do any of you guys know what the last thing I always end with? I'm curious. Type it in if you know. And it's funny, like, I can see a bunch of you on here, but like there's like 10 of you on, but I only see like 4 of you. So I don't know the deal with that tonight. But let me know if you know what the very last thing I end with, because it's the same thing I end with all the time, every single time. So I'll give you guys a minute while I take a drink. Okay. All right. So I don't know if you're chatting and it's going through or not going through, but I say the same thing every night. Allow me to wake up tomorrow morning, and I promise I will give it my very best to change the world again and to change lives. So I say that every night, like, because I know there's no guarantee of waking up tomorrow. So I figure at least if no, Sam, I don't do that, but I'm very thankful for everything. That's the gratitude part. I say the same thing every time. I just say, look, allow me to wake up tomorrow, and I will give it everything I got again to change this world, to change lives. Like, just let me open my eyes tomorrow morning. And that's what I'm going to do. And just so you guys know, what I do every single morning I wake up, I smile. So it's probably a little creepy because my hair is probably all whacked out, my eyebrows, and probably everything's all weird. But first thing I do, I open up in the morning and I'm like, okay, here we go. Another day. And I think a lot of people, they complain so much about their day, like they forget it's a gift, right? So they complain about their business, they complain about the problem, they complain about the guys. They hear the same whiny stuff all the time. There's not enough people, there's not enough that. And I'm like, holy crap, like someone just died today. Like someone just died a minute ago and would be so grateful for your problem of not enough guys and not enough trucks and not enough this. And here you are complaining about it. So every night I say to myself, like, and I choose it, like, what do I need to change about myself? What do I want to empower myself with? What do I want my brain to think? That's what I'm going to read. That's what I'm going to digest. Then I'll go through my gratitude exercise, which is normally less than a minute. I just run in my mind with my eyes closed how many things I'm grateful for. Then I say, give me the opportunity to wake up tomorrow, and I promise you, I will give it 100% to change as many lives as I possibly can, because I believe I'm on this planet to remove suffering from business owners. And then, and I believe the universe knows the movement that we're on to change the game out there for people, because by changing lives, and we don't, a lot of people just know CEO Warrior for they're like, they're really good at processes and businesses and marketing and direct mail and all that stuff and systems and culture and stuff. And we are good at that. But some of the things we do, most people don't know that I'm super, super proud of, and what I think is even more important, right? Like we've increased relationships. Like we empowered relationships to go to the next level. We do a relationship event that we've helped relationships get empowered and transformed and reconnected and re-engaged, and I'm super excited about that. And the other thing we do, and we have that coming up this summer in August, we have a warrior relationship event, and the other one is with teenagers, we have a teenage event. And I think these are the things that are the real important side of things. We're an organization that helps people through life, not just through business, because as you know, like you could do as good in business as you want, but if you don't have life dialed in, like, it's like health. Like health is the number one thing. You don't dial that in, your health goes, it affects your relationships, it affects your business, it affects everything. Well, on the other side, there's all this life stuff that people forget about. And it's this life stuff that sometimes gets in the way, right? You get anxiety or pressure or depression or frustration, and it all builds up on you. But it doesn't have to be that way, right? Like if you have the right type of person that can walk you through a process or guide you through things or help you understand a different angle, especially from somebody who's been through it, right? Somebody who built a really big company, and also someone who built a big company. And I've been with my goddess, my wife, since we're 15 years old. So, hey, what's up, Chris? So I figured out a whole bunch of stuff. And I think that's really the important thing, because, look, business is a formula. Life is not. That's what I learned. Like business is a formula. understand brand marketing frequency, how to serve customers at a high level and all that stuff. Like, there's a formula to growing a business. There really is. That's how I've been able to grow a big business. That's how we've been able, in less than 5 years, to become the top training and coaching organization pretty much in the world for what we do. There's no other organization that does as many different things, from restoration to remodeling to plumbing to heating to cooling to electric to HVAC. Like, there's no organization that does all that. And so I think when you think about this, thank you, brother. When you think about this, I want you to think about business is a formula. Just get the formula. What's up, Ted Puzio? Ted Puzio will tell you, like, he's been in Warrior for many years. And Ted, maybe you could post what Warrior's been like to be in Warrior and what it's done for you. But that's like a formula. Life's not a formula. Life's an understanding. Life is an understanding of, and there's some complexities to it, like, relationships complexity, children is complex. I know, Ted, well, I was going to go to bed. I'm ready for bed. And then I was like, well, maybe everybody doesn't know a routine that they should do before bed. So I'm like, well, all right, screw it. I'll do a video from bed. And my wife doesn't know I'm doing it, but she's not here, so it's okay anyway. I'm like, well, I'll serve everybody before I go to sleep. It's opened my damn eyes and 5 times my company's eyes. Awesome, brother. You made that rhyme. So I want you to think about the complexities of life and embrace that, and say to yourself, like, it's normally one area that you guys have to step up in. I do have a shirt on. I don't have a Warrior shirt. I never sleep, Ted. I was telling everybody, and I don't even know if you know that. And Ted's a brother for a long, long time. I don't sleep in a Warrior shirt. I don't know why I don't. Something I don't do. So I want you guys all to think about, like, what is the one thing that either in life or business or the combination of both that will move the needle for you and get you on track or get you moving forward. There's no reason for suffering. Like, there really is not. It's really the ability to focus. Like, I was talking to someone today and they were like, oh, I'm not doing good. I'm like, you're not doing good. Didn't you just go away on vacation for like 2 weeks to Hawaii or something? They're like, yeah. I said, you're not doing good. Should you go away? Like, I think they think they're serving their family. They're like, well, I promised my family a vacation. I said, did you promise them poverty? Like, I don't even understand. Like, what did you promise them? 2 weeks of fun to come back of a life of pain? Like, this doesn't even, you're welcome, brother. This doesn't even make sense to me. Like, you think, oh, well, I know I got to spend time with my family. I get you got to spend time with your family, but do you want to spend it complaining about bills or spend it playing at the park with your kids? Like, this is ridiculous. This drives me crazy, because, like, we have our last 4-day event in June 4th to 7th. Ted's been to like 14 of them, maybe more. I don't know. And I sit here and I was telling the team that does the call with people that call in, and I'm like, listen, business owners today don't know how to fight for themselves. They don't. You could ask me anything, brother. They don't know how to fight for themselves. They just don't. So, like, I'm like, we have to push on them, because they won't get out of their own way. They'll stay stuck in a truck. They'll, do you believe there is a need to recharge? Yeah, I do. I do believe that. I run at a very high level, Chris, but I could feel like I'm ready to recharge tonight. I believe, now look, if you told me right now, Chris, like, I got to tell you, there's been plenty of times I was exhausted, and I'm sure this happened to you. Close my eyes, lay in the bed, boom, phone goes off, emergency job, industrial plant, machine is down, and kiss my wife and say, I'll be back later. Throw the boots on, uniform on, boom, industrial plant, troubleshooting proximity switches and stuff like that, and get the machine back up and kicking for, third shift. And so I believe you could snap that energy. I mean, look, if someone broke through this door right now is going to fight, you could bet your ass I'm going to create and create a sense of power. You can see my energy ramping up already. And now I'm talking to you guys getting excited. How the fuck am I going to go to sleep, right? But so I do believe there's a point where, now, do I think you need to sleep for it? No, I don't think you need to sleep for it. I think you could recharge by closing your eyes. I think you could recharge through meditation. I think there's a lot of ways to recharge your body. Do I think a lot of contractors are weak today? And I don't mean weak like not strong in body. I think weak in mind is, because they're fatigued. They're fatigued. They don't know they don't know the proper way to recharge. So they come home, they feed their body with garbage, they feed their brain with garbage, and then they go to sleep. And then they get up and they're wondering why they're struggling. Well, you're feeding your body garbage, you're feeding your mind garbage. Like, what's left? I mean, like, that creates everything for you guys. And so if you now look, I'm not saying you got to be vegetarian and stuff, but I will tell you guys, like, I kicked caffeine. It's probably 7 years ago. I would go to Dunkin' Donuts in the morning, right down the road here. I would grab one of them jumbo size from Dunkin' Donuts, jumbo size unsweetened iced teas, and then I would throw 3 or 4 sugars in it. And that caffeine used to jack me up. Like, I'm telling you, like, really jack me up. And one day my wife and I were away somewhere. I think it might have been Florida or something. And there was no Dunkin' Donuts. Right? And actually, I used to get decaf tea and stuff. But I felt like I was going to blow my brains out. And I'm not kidding with you guys. Like, my brain hurt so bad inside, I thought I was going to go insane. It was the caffeine. And I said, after that day, after I made it through the withdrawal, I was like, I won't drink caffeine again. And I haven't drank caffeine in 7 years. And then the same thing with gluten. My wife was going gluten-free. And I said, well, what am I going to do? Eat bread around her? I'm like, that doesn't make sense. I got to tell you something. I went gluten-free and I went caffeine-free. Now, I've never smoked. I've never done any drugs my entire life. I never drank alcohol. And I don't say that to you guys because I'm judging. I'm just telling you it's for me. Good night, Ted. I got to go to bed soon too. It's just because, I think if you want to be superhuman, you got to do superhuman things. And the ultra successful, when you look at the ultra successful, like, they're just dialed in on their habits, their body, their mind, and they're dialed in on what they put into their mind and what they put into their body. So I hope this, I stopped coffee and only drink tea now. Higher energy all day. Great job, brother. That's awesome. That's awesome. And if you could give yourself a shot of do like a smoothie in the morning or something, not one of these high sugar ones, like maybe grind it up. I don't grind it up all the time. I have green, I think it's called Green Vibrance. It's like a powder, but it's like one of the best powders out there. And I'll throw that in a drink. And sometimes there's another one that's called Ruby Reds. I'll throw that in a drink and I'll start my morning with that. And it's all like ground up veggies and fruits and stuff. And that thing, man, you get that kicking in you, that thing will get your body moving. All right. So all of you, I'm probably keeping you up. I'm keeping myself up. What's up, Carl? I still got to watch the training program. So make sure you take a little bit of this wisdom, build yourself a plan, and make sure if you're going to, right before bed, make a conscious decision what you're going to put in your mind, what you're going to be thankful for, and maybe ask God or whatever you believe in to, hey, if you let me wake up in the morning, don't waste your day. So I wish all of you an amazing night's sleep, and all of you wake up tomorrow and crush it in your business and life. Boom.